Have you seen the new Fast X trailer? Is it out? The new Fast and Furious trailer? Okay, okay. I did not know this came out. Let's go. I think it's a tier 1 golem.
I know that this road has been very hard.
This is so hype. I went too far back. I just saw her in 80 for Brady. She played Mora in 80 for Brady. Man, her career skyrocketing.
I know that this road has been very hard. And yet here you are, building this magnificent family.
What's going on in that head of yours?
Something little B said it. He said, Dad, they're not afraid of anything. But I am. I'm afraid of losing someone I love.
Whoa.
Dominic Toretto, you're about to learn all about fear. Boom! You built such a beautiful
Jason
life,
Momoa, huh?
filled with love and family. I never got that chance. You stole that from me. My future.
What? Wait, what? What is this? What? Why? Why are they just gonna have him be like security guard from Fast and Furious 5? Yeah, they just AI inserted him into Fast 5.
And now, I'm gonna break yours. Piece by piece.
He's coming for you with everything.
Brie Larson!
I'm not sure anymore.
Hey, John Cena! Wee!
One of us might not come back from this. But we have to fight.
Never accept death when suffering is owed.
Armed and dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. Label us notorious.
It's a setup.
Thanks to reset
trying to tear us
Danny and
apart.
Nate.
Our situation is type 1. What you gonna do? Fight or run?
Winning used to be about winning. We raced for respect. Today,
Now we race to
I
survive.
to stop the bloodbath.
That's the problem with having such a big family. How do you choose the ones you save?
Let's race.
Jesus Christ.
Ain't too many can bang with us. Label us notorious.
You still know how to drive? What do you think? It's showtime. Here we go.
Game recognizes game.
This actually is just like the fucking Expendables at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if Chuck Norris is somewhere in here as well, with Sylvester Stallone.
I'm coming for you, son.
Here they come.
You will never be able to break my family.
No! Jesus Christ! Oh, he's fine.
Good morning, sunshine.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be like a some kind of like brain transplant or something. Hype. You know I'm going to see it. Whatever happened to The Rock's character? He got written out because him and Vin Diesel can't play nice. The Rock's got such a fucking crazy ego. I actually really just don't even think it's Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel also has a huge ego. He fucking compared himself to Tolkien, apparently. At least according to what Aaron read this morning. But, like, The Rock has such a huge ego. They just couldn't get along. That Aaron shit has a 2% chance of being right. Yeah, but it really sounds like something Vin Diesel would have like actually said. I'll look it up. Why don't I just look it up now? Let's see. Nope, it's 100% a real thing. Vin Diesel compares Fast and Furious to Lord of the Rings. This is reported by major sources. Here, we'll go to GameSpot though. Why not? Fuck it. Actor Vin Diesel has commented on and compared his Fast and Furious franchise to J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings. He says it's become difficult to expand the mythology of the Fast and Furious franchise, not unlike how Diesel believes Tolkien must have had a difficult time expanding the Lord of the Rings universe. When I think of like grand scale game changing works like Tolkien's, I usually think immediately after that is Vin Diesel did it better though. So he's not wrong. This is the interview, I guess.
You obviously started this, you were a little younger. Yeah. Does it get a little harder as you go on? Like, does the...
Why is it so quiet?
Oh, my back! Oh, someone! Give me a Tylenol. No, does it... You know what gets harder? The work off screen. The thinking, the expanding. There's a reason why Tolkien stopped writing after a while. Because it's so hard to continue mythologies. Nobody thinks about it in that context, but it's real. It's not the easiest thing in the world to.
This is the Lord of the Rings of action movie.
This is the Lord of the Rings of action. Well said, from your mouth to God's ears. It's so true. I should have stopped after the Hobbit.
Hey, I've been saying it for years. Fast and Furious is the Lord of the Rings of action movies. Clickbait. He didn't actually say it. What? No, that. They're not putting that in quotes. It's they put the mythology in quotes. Vin Diesel was the one that immediately made the comparison to Lord of the Rings. Well, more specifically, Tolkien talking about his writing. It's a direct quote. That's exactly how it started. It was an analogy. Yeah, but a really weird one to choose. Like, that's like me saying, after writing the song Filthy, I now understand what it must have been like for... Christ, I don't know what... Shakespeare to write the Epic of Hamlet. Like, he's not technically wrong. Like, yeah, it was probably difficult, just like Filthy was difficult to write. So there's a lot of comparisons to draw there. It wasn't that bad to write an article about. I mean, everything gets an article written about it. That's not surprising at all. It's just a goofy thing. Literally everything gets an article written about it now. Just an analogy. Of course it is just an analogy. It's just it's a silly one. Like, why would you ever even bring up Tolkien in relation to the work on Fast and Furious, talking about the mythologies of Fast and Furious versus the mythologies of Tolkien? It's just a weird comparison. I don't know why we're even splitting hairs over it. If they said that about a Marvel movie, would you be saying the same thing? Oh, it's just an analogy. Captain Marvel, like, during the promotion, they were like, yeah, Captain Marvel's a really hard thing to write, much like Tolkien's mythologies. Would you be like, oh, it's just an analogy? You can like Fast and Furious and still say, yeah, it was kind of a silly analogy to make.